Hi viewers, this is Babar Sheikh with Career Today. Today's show is going to be very interesting and very different. And the reason is the guest we have today at Career Today is very different and very interesting. Yeah, I have Ursula Hummel with me. She's from Germany. She's a lecturer and international coordinator at Heidelberg Hotel Management School, Germany. And she's also the president of Jobs for Your Future, which is an NGO being run by the same hotel school. So let's meet her. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Have you learned some Urdu also in Pakistan?
Pakistan bahut acha hai.
Yes.
And that's where it stops.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah. But I would like to learn some more if I come back.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So how are you doing?
I'm very well. I'm very enthusiastic about this visit.
That's great.
I'm overwhelmed by the friendliness of you people.
Yeah.
And actually you're treating me in a spectacular way.
That's
and
great.
that is very beautiful.
That's great. So this is your first time
in Pakistan? Yes, it is. Yeah,
that's great.
It is.
So can you share some general impressions about the people, the food you had here?
I have to say, maybe I start with the food.
Yeah.
The food is very familiar to me because I like to go to, Indian restaurants, which I learned here are mostly run by Pakistanis in my country.
Right.
I think the food is more sophisticated here than back home.
Right.
There are different spices, but generally it's a type of food I love. Yeah. So in a way I feel like home.
That's great.
Now, my first impression I can only speak about Lahore because I have not yet been around in the country, is overwhelming. I mean, this is not what I expected.
Right.
I see the part of the town I see, it is green, it is nice, it is modern.
Yeah.
I have been to some more modest environments, but also I see a lot of life there. And even if people are maybe not as privileged as we are around here. There is commercial activity, there is smiles, there is people are very well dressed, and I think that is something I didn't expect like that.
That's great. Tell us, what is Jobs for Your Future?
Well, we are an organization that was started in 2015 when we had a wave of immigrants coming to Germany, most of them being illegal migrants or refugees from the war, like from Syria. We have many Afghans, we have many Pakistanis in Germany, and then from the Middle East and from various African countries. And as a big hotel management school in our town, we saw all these young people on the one hand, and the lack of personnel to do the jobs in gastronomy in Germany. And we thought, we have to sort of, introduce them, show them the ropes of the culinary jobs. And that's what we started. We started it as a student project, and then over the years it developed in something more professional.
That's right.
So that's what we stand for. And as of today, we are very successful in training young migrants to do an apprenticeship, which is a 3-year course to have a profession in gastronomy or hospitality.
That's right. And what's the story behind your coming to Pakistan?
The story behind...
You met somebody?
Yes, of course. I mean, we are connected, your school and my school. We are connected in a network called Eurodip, which is a network of the leading hotel management schools in Europe and beyond. Your founder, Mr. Ahmed Shafiq, he represents the Asian continent. And as it happened, we had a congress in Istria, in Croatia, which is in the south of Europe, just 2 months back. And I was just coming back from Senegal. Senegal is in West Africa. And the director of that school in Senegal is also part of the network. So I was sitting with that man and we were talking about the experience because I had come to Senegal to prepare a group of 8 young people from Dakar to come to Germany to do an internship of 3 months. And Ahmed Shafiq, he heard about that and he said, would you also come to Pakistan? And can we explore to do a project together? And I said yes, spontaneously. And then over the weeks, we shaped it a little bit through WhatsApp and telephone calls, and then I came.
Wonderful. So what's the agenda or the objectives you are carrying here in Pakistan? You had a lot of interaction with students here.
Yes,
with,
that's right. And I found that students are interested in the project.
Right.
So what we are looking at is now we want to start with a rather small pilot group, yeah, maybe from a larger group here that is committed to eventually one day leave Pakistan and go on an experience in my country. They will be learning German here to have some basic knowledge of German, because Germany is not an English-speaking country. You need to know the language.
Yeah.
And that is also the time frame for applying for the visa. Yeah, and then they will be coming to Germany. We will train them in a specially designed course so that they have, well, the intercultural understanding, have, well, settled down a little bit in Germany, and we also give them some on-the-job training plus the language, and then we're very confident that we will have, well, they will have an opportunity to get work contracts for a 3-year internship, which is a study program. They're studying and working, but already earning money.
That's right. And the German government is supporting this idea?
Well, there's a lot moving now in Germany because, I mean, the refugee wave came it came almost overnight to Germany, and then we had a couple of, as you know, well, tragedies, refugees dying in big numbers in the Mediterranean. We also saw that the young people who arrived in Germany, many of them are traumatized. So, I mean, we are joining hands together these days to really say, but which windows can we open to have a more legal way of coming into Germany? Now, there is a new law that is on its way, which is for people who already have a profession, who are specialists in their field.
Right.
They will be allowed in the future to apply for a work permit, for a working visa in Germany, and they will even be given a 6-month period to look for a job on condition that they can maintain themselves. Now, this for young people is going to be difficult because they have not yet had an opportunity to build up enough money to maintain themselves for 6 months. So an apprenticeship visa is also possible for Germany, and that's what we're exploring now. Actually, the day after tomorrow, we are meeting with the German ambassador in Islamabad, and we are going to present the project to him, and then we will get his guidance. And we will see what requirements the embassy is asking us to fulfill.
What is the state of affairs of the workforce in the hospitality and tourism industry in Germany?
In Germany, we have a general situation. We have a population that is only 83 million people. Now, most of these 83 million people are my age. So we have a shortage of young working people. We've had for decades birth rates like 1.2, 1.4, 1.6 children per woman, depending on where you are in Germany or in Europe in general. And that has created a situation where we are in an economic boom era in Germany, not in all European countries, but Germany is economically doing very well at the moment. But we have some sectors, and the service industry is one sector, the health sector is another sector, where we just don't have the people to do the work. And young Germans, they're going away from these sectors. They're more into IT and cars and communications.
So these particular sectors are facing a shortage of
qualified and dedicated young people.
That's right. And you signed an MOC with Gotham, Memorandum of Cooperation. How is it going to help young students of Gotham to avail themselves of these opportunities in Germany?
I think it's a tremendous opportunity for young students in Gotham, and it is not our intention to contribute to any brain drain. For Pakistan, I think you've seen enough of that.
There is a lot of youth in Pakistan.
Yes, but we think that young people are normally adventurous. They want to explore other parts of the world. So let's give those of them who are really motivated, I think in Gotham they can learn the skills of the profession. And if they're really ambitious, if they're really good, and if they also say, oh yes, and I will also go through the struggle to learn this foreign language. And let me have an experience abroad. And I think that together with the preparation they get here and what they can study and learn in Germany, I think our certificates for the culinary and hospitality professions are well known in the whole world. Yeah, and then I think the world is open to the youth of Pakistan, and it should be, because I think the youth of the world has to explore and go outside of their comfort zone.
But learning German language and a bit about German culture
is a must.
Is a must.
And I will tell you why. I mean, I know a group of about 30 refugees of Pakistan. They live all together in a house.
Right.
Only 2 of them have a job. 2 of them, we brought them into gastronomy jobs. The others, I mean, I don't know what everybody is doing, but whenever I go to this house, people are just in their rooms, there's Wi-Fi, so they're talking to people back home, they haven't learned the language, they're unhappy, they're not integrated in the German society, and this is not an ideal way to live in a foreign country. When you go to a foreign country, you should connect with the people of the country. And Germany is very, especially my town, we're very international. So young Pakistanis can meet Italians and Spaniards and people from America and from Japan and from everywhere.
That's great. That's great. What's the difference between Germany and the other European countries?
Because I think there is a lot of difference.
Germany is a little different from the other European countries.
I don't think that you can say from the other European countries. I think every country in Europe, and even within the countries, the big regions are different. What is different? In Europe we have many languages. We have a variety of languages. And of course we have our cultures. Now, is there a common European culture? Maybe if you contrast European with African or Asian, you will find it. But we believe that we are totally different from Italians. I give you an example. Actually, me, I'm half Italian. So this is my Italian side. That is much closer to Pakistan, because we Italians are also famous for being very hospitable when people come. Germans are not. For a German to open the house and to really welcome a stranger into the house, it takes a long time. For Italians it's normal. Or in gastronomy. You will find that I've seen here, we were a big table yesterday in a restaurant. Everybody was having fun, everybody was talking. At the end there was one bill and somebody paid. In Germany you will not have that. In a German restaurant, when there's a big group of people, a real challenge for the waiters, everybody will take the money out and pay for themselves. So there are cultural differences like that. And then the French, for instance, they struggle to speak English. They don't want to speak English. They are able to speak English, but they think we're equal with the English-speaking nations. So let's use our language. So whereas Germans are very happy to speak English. There's a lot of differences.
That's right. So now Germany is actually opening up for youngsters of Pakistan.
Yes.
And I hope it's going to bring a good mix of both cultures.
Look, Europe is an aging continent. And that creates a situation where there are job vacancies. Whenever something occurs like that in history, it creates migration waves. And I think it's our task to manage these waves, and to have the people travel in a planned and organized and in a good way, and in any case in a legal way.
And is the government working on immigration laws and
it's something new to Germany. We are just about starting. But often change happens when the economy drives the change. And I know the employer side, and the employers, I got so much feedback, because your boss, he was very active in posting on Facebook all the time about this experience. I got so much feedbacks from people who run hotels and restaurants who said, this is a great initiative, please train these people, please bring them, we need them.
That's great.
Although I have to say, it is certainly not something for somebody who says, I'm so desperate in Pakistan, I want to run away. I think it's for the most motivated, most talented people. That's what I would like bring across.
And when are you coming to Pakistan again?
If the project develops well, and I think it will, I will definitely come as work requires. I will definitely come again.
All right. I look forward to welcoming you once again
Thank you
at
very
my
much.
show Career Today.
Thank
And
you
thank
very
you
much.
very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Baba.
Thank you very